The Adventure of Two Brothers, Chapter 1, A New Beginning. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a man who had two wives. His first wife was kind and loving, and she had two children, Liam and Noah. However, one day she fell ill. Calling her children close, she said, "My dear children, I am very sick. Soon, I will not be with you anymore. If you ever feel hungry, remember to go into the forest. There, you will find someone to help you." Liam and Noah listened, their hearts heavy with sadness. They could not believe their mother would leave them. When she passed away, the world felt dark and cold. They cried for many days, missing their mother's warmth and care. After some time, their father remarried. Their stepmother did not treat them well. "I have enough to feed my own children," she would say when they asked for food. Feeling lonely and hungry, the brothers remembered their mother's words. "Let's go to the forest," Liam suggested. "We will find food there." With a sense of hope, they decided to venture into the forest, leaving behind their unhappy home. Chapter 2, The Forest Journey. As they walked into the forest, they marveled at the beauty surrounding them. The trees were tall, and the leaves danced in the gentle breeze. Birds sang sweet melodies, and everything seemed magical. But soon, their stomachs began to growl. "We need to find something to eat," Noah said, looking worried. "Don't worry," Liam replied, trying to sound brave. "We will find food, just like Mother said." After walking for a while, they stumbled upon a clearing. In the center stood a gentle cow, grazing peacefully. The brothers approached the cow cautiously. "Hello, little ones," the cow said with a soft voice. "You look hungry. Come closer and I will help you." The boys exchanged surprised glances. "A talking cow?" Noah exclaimed. "Yes, I can speak. I can give you food every day," the cow assured them. Joy filled their hearts as they followed the cow to a patch of grass and fruits. They ate until they were full, and for the first time in days, they felt happy. Chapter 3, The Secret. Every day the brothers visited the cow, and each time they returned home, they were filled with food. Their stepmother noticed their happiness and became suspicious. "Where do you get your food?" she asked. "We just walk around," Liam lied, trying to protect their secret. But one day, their stepsister decided to follow them into the forest. She wanted to uncover the truth. "I will go with you today," she insisted. Liam and Noah tried to dissuade her, saying, "You will get tired and hungry. We have nothing to offer you." But she was persistent, and finally they agreed to take her along. They walked together until they reached the cow. The little sister was amazed by the talking cow. "This is incredible," she shouted. The cow greeted her and offered food to all three. They feasted on delicious grass and fruits. When they returned home, their stepsister told their stepmother about the cow. "There's a magical cow in the forest that feeds us," she said excitedly. The stepmother's eyes narrowed. "I want that cow," she demanded. "Bring it to me." Chapter 4, The Cow's Fate. The next day, their father, under pressure from his wife, went into the forest to capture the cow. "Why do you need this cow?" he asked. "Because I am pregnant, and I need to eat well for the baby," she replied. Reluctantly, he brought the cow home. The stepmother ordered him to kill it so she could eat its meat. But when he raised his knife to kill the cow, it refused to die. "I will not die until the children are safe," the cow said. The stepmother was furious. "If you don't kill the cow, I will kill your two children." Hearing this, Liam and Noah whispered to each other, "Let the cow die. It is better than losing our lives." With heavy hearts, they agreed. The cow fell, but its skin refused to come off. "If the skin doesn't come off, I will kill the children," their stepmother shouted. "Let the skin come off," the boys cried, and miraculously, it did. Next, she tried to cook the meat, but it wouldn't cook. "If this meat doesn't cook, I will kill the children." "Let it cook," the boys shouted again, and soon the meat was cooked. Then she wanted to take the pot off the fire, but it wouldn't move. "If this pot doesn't come off, I will kill the children." "Let the pot come off," they cried, and it did. Finally, the stepmother ate the meat, but the boys were filled with fear. "Our stepmother has killed our cow. Now she wants to kill us," they exclaimed. Chapter 5. A Decision to Flee. Realizing they were in danger, Liam and Noah made a plan. "We must run away into the forest," Liam said. "But we will get lost." Noah replied, looking worried. "Better to be lost than dead," Liam insisted. That night, they packed a few belongings and quietly slipped out of the house. They ran deep into the forest, where they felt they could hide. After a while, they got separated in the dark woods. Liam went one way, and Noah went another. They called for each other but heard no response. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Each brother survived in the forest, relying on their instincts and the memories of their mother's words. Chapter 6. A New Life. Years passed, and the boys grew into young men. Liam stayed near the forest, often thinking of Noah. One day, while walking near a village, he saw a beautiful girl. She was the daughter of the chief. Her name was Mia, and she was known for her kindness and beauty. Liam watched her from a distance, captivated by her grace. He fell in love, but he was too shy to approach her. Meanwhile, in the village, there was trouble. A war was brewing between villages, and every night enemies attacked. The chief's men were struggling to defend their land. One night, Liam, wanting to help, decided to join the fight. He snuck into the village and fought bravely alongside the chief's men. Chapter 7. The Brave Fighter. Every night he fought to protect the village. The chief's daughter, Mia, noticed the brave warrior. "Who is that man?" she asked her father. "I do not know, my daughter," the chief replied, "but he fights with great courage." As the nights passed, Mia began to fall in love with Liam, though she had never seen his face. She admired his bravery from afar. However, one night, during a fierce battle, Liam was struck by an arrow and fell to the ground. He had smallpox and was weak. When the chief learned about Liam, he was furious. "Why would you let a sick man fight for you?" he shouted. But Mia rushed to Liam's side. "Father, he is brave and strong. He fights for us," she pleaded. Chapter 8. A Test of Love. The chief was angry but concerned for his daughter. "You cannot marry a man with smallpox," he insisted. But Mia was determined. "If you don't let me marry him, your head will grow bigger and bigger until it explodes." Everyone in the village gasped. They knew the chief had a large ego, and if he didn't allow them to marry, he might truly suffer. Seeing the determination in his daughter's eyes and the laughter from the villagers, the chief sighed. "Very well, let them marry," he said. Defeated. As soon as he agreed, his head returned to its normal size. Liam and Mia were overjoyed. They had overcome the challenges together. Chapter 9. A Joyous Union. The day of their wedding was filled with joy. The villagers gathered to celebrate the love between Liam and Mia. They danced, sang, and feasted on delicious food. Liam couldn't believe how lucky he was to have found love after all the hardships. He remembered his brother and hoped he was safe somewhere in the world. After the wedding, Mia and Liam decided to search for Noah. "We will find him," Mia said with determination. Together they ventured into the forest, calling out Noah's name. "Noah! Noah!" they shouted. Chapter 10. The reunion days turned into weeks, but they didn't lose hope. One day, as they were resting by a stream, they heard a voice. "Who's calling my name?" They turned to see a familiar figure emerging from the trees. It was Noah. "Brother!" Liam exclaimed, rushing to embrace him. Noah looked different, but was filled with joy. "I've been searching for you," he said. Mia smiled, happy to see the brothers reunited. Chapter 11. The Journey Together. The three of them decided to live together in the village. Liam and Noah shared stories of their adventures, and Mia listened, amazed by their courage. They worked together to help the village. With Liam's bravery and Noah's cleverness, they defended their home from threats and helped the villagers thrive. Chapter 12, A New Chapter. As the years passed, the brothers built a strong bond. They found happiness in their new lives, always remembering the lessons they learned in the forest. They often visited the spot where they met the talking cow, grateful for the food it provided and the wisdom it shared. One day, as they were walking through the village, Liam turned to his brother and sister-in-law. "I am thankful for this life. We've overcome so much together." Noah nodded. "And it's because we never gave up." Mia smiled, knowing they were stronger together. They faced the future with hope, ready for whatever adventures lay ahead. Epilog. The legacy. Years later, the village thrived. Liam and Mia had children, and they told stories of their adventures to the next generation. Noah became a wise leader, sharing knowledge with the villagers. The tale of the magical cow lived on, reminding everyone of the importance of family, courage, and love. And in the hearts of Liam, Noah, and Mia, their bond was unbreakable, forever guiding them through life's journey.